Welcome in, Aggie fans. Adam Young with head coach Mike Jordan. The Aggies are heading back to the NCAA Volleyball Tournament in Eugene, Oregon on Thursday. Coach, an exciting week in Bakersfield. We've talked about it. It's been well documented. A tough season with injuries, but your team found a way this weekend.
We really did, Adam. You got to give them credit. I challenged their toughness a long time ago, and because we knew we would be in a lot of these close matches. A lot of the games would go down to the wire. That we were inconsistent in some areas of the game, and we'd have deficits that we'd have to fight back from, and we did that all weekend long, and I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, how about that resiliency you showed? Because the first set was not good in either of the two matches,
Right.
but the team kind of regrouped and found a way.
Yeah, and the great thing about our sport, right? You reset the button after somebody gets to 25, and so it's not the adding of the score, right? If you were down 25-19 and after the first quarter, you just got to keep battling back. But it was just one set. You got to win 3 out of 5, obviously, and I think the players did a good job of just kind of regrouping a little bit. We didn't play great in set 2 either, but we started to kind of get into the groove in both those matches, passed the ball a little bit better as the match went on, and did a much better job of serve and attack. So credit to them.
And you had certain individuals really step up. Bridget Lowe had a great championship match. Ashley Anselmo was your best player in the semis, and then Megan Hart is the MVP.
Yeah, Megan Hart, not a surprise. She had a couple of favorable matchups and did really well. But for our rights, Lowe and Kat Kelly, Ashley Anselmo to score consistently at the same time hasn't really happened all year. So that was a good thing for us. Obviously, we felt a little more comfortable setting them as the weekend went on in certain situations. And even when they weren't scoring, I think it forced the other team to kind of get out of what they were hoping to do, which was go stand in front of our outside hitters. So kudos to them. Hopefully they'll just keep getting better going forward.
You've been to the NCAA Tournament a bunch, 9 times now. Your seniors have been there, Battle and Ainsworth, but outside of that, it's going to be inexperienced for the rest of your team. What do you tell them leading up to Thursday?
Unfortunately, we talk about it, obviously. Our first time in the NCAA Tournament back in 2003, we got sent to Hawaii. And Dave Shoji and I were having a conversation, and of course they had been in the tournament numerous times. And Dave said to me, "Don't be surprised if your team plays terrible. It always happens the first time, when they haven't been in the NCAA Tournament. They get nervous." And so, and that was true. We played terrible, and BYU beat us. But I found that to be the case when you have veteran teams. They tend to be a little more relaxed. They've been in the tournament. Younger teams like ours, that the majority of our players have not been in the tournament, we could maybe expect to see another first game like we did this weekend, where it doesn't go very well against an experienced and exceptionally athletic Oregon team.
Beating Arizona earlier this year, how much does that help the confidence this week?
I think it does. Obviously it's a Pac-12 school, and Arizona split with Oregon during the year. They've got similar athletes at some of the positions, so we're certainly not going to be intimidated by the Oregon athletes, although they're very good. We've seen that before. I just hope we're not intimidated by the Oregon atmosphere and the NCAA tournament atmosphere, and hopefully we'll just compete hard.
Finally, Coach, back in 2015 when you went to Stanford, I know you did not like the draw then.
Yeah.
Is this draw a little more favorable this year going to Oregon? Well,
I still wish that the NCAA would seed the tournament 1 through 64 like they do basketball. They don't do that, and so it puts teams in precarious situations. Our RPI is pretty good. It's in the 50s, and so is Hawaii, obviously, and then you've got Baylor, who's a top 20 RPI, I believe, and Oregon, and so it's not what the first 4, what those 4 teams should be seeing in the first round, second rounds. Typically, one would play 64, et cetera, et cetera. Am I happy about it? No, but at the same time, we faced the Stanfords of the world, the BYUs of the world when they were ranked number 1. So Oregon's a great team. You're going to have to play great teams in the NCAA tournament. It's an honor to be there. Hopefully, we'll go get it done.
4 times, 7 years. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. We always want a little bit more, but we'll take it.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
That's Aggie head coach Mike Jordan.